What is the most pleasurable feeling?
You ever had your head being scratched by somebody you love, care about while working on something?
Waking up in the middle of the night with a solution to a problem that has been bugging you for ages.
Farting away a stomach ache.
Getting into my very comfy bed.
Laying down on a bed after a sleepless 15-hour flight.
Feeling appreciated.
Peace of mind.
Being loved, sincerely, truly, romantically loved. To finally feel like you have value and are not worthless trash. To feel worthwhile. To have someone see your flaws and love you regardless. To feel like your life is worth living.
A good old-fashioned, clean, innocent, belly laugh with select others.
Not being anxious, stressed, it was amazing.
Waking up in the middle of the night realizing you still have few more hours of sleep smile.
I've been pretty poor my whole life. I once got a commission check for $24,000 and for the first time in my life I felt all my financial burden go away. It was a feeling I didn't know could exist as I lived and continue to live in a state of perpetual poverty regardless of my circumstance. It's just so instilled in my brain that I need to operate that way or I could lose it. Feeling didn't last forever, but for a brief moment. All I could describe it as was feeling really okay, like everything, for the first time, is actually reset my mindset and drive to know that if I could capture that once I can do it doesn't buy happiness, but anyone pretending like it doesn't contribute a major portion of it is lying.
Spooning, cuddling with your significant other.
That morning poo after a cup of coffee.
Your GF getting her period after a pregnancy scare.
The most painful.
Sitting in your own home, with your animals around you, watching a good movie, and realizing that you don't need more. Everything else is a want.
Hugging my son.
Getting exactly what you want from the person you want it from.
Paying all your debts. That feeling you get when you don't owe anyone anything at all. Either economically speaking or morally.
Your crush kissing you first time and it's totally having to laugh till the moment one almost dies tears of joy.
Peeing after a long day of work.
When you sit down in the evening, relax, and realize that today you have done everything you had planned. Oh, what a pleasant feeling it is, that the body really relaxes.
Warm apple pie.
Making it to the toilet when you were stuck in heavy traffic and was coming to terms of your pending fate.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women.
The exact moment the is being ejected out of the.
When my GF doesn't want me to pull out.
The best feeling is someone doing something for you for no reason at all, just because. Whether that be running fingers through your hair or over your back, making you a special meal, making something for you like artwork, or giving you a. It can be a huge range of things, but that hair-raising goosebump feeling that those things give you are heaven.
MDMA is pretty good.
Unpopular opinion incoming. Being high on hope you never tried, because if you did, you will have problems to get that out of your mind. Describe the feeling. It calms you down. It removes any bad things like anxiety. It's a very effective painkiller. The thing is, you won't forget your problems, but will give you a fake kind of hope that in the end, just like in a movie with a happy ending, everything will be good. That you manage to turn around your life, get rid of the problems, of all the bad feelings and all the that you have to deal with. That you'll be successful in the end, that it works out. It gives you the warm feeling of a safe haven, like when you'd be a baby in the arms of your mother. The love you never. This is why it is so addictive. You want it again. This state of mind, that you think you are capable of doing harsh and brutal reality is. It's just a fake, a dream, nothing more. Instead of solving problems, you are creating much more and worse problems. The drug will try to trick you, saying that you are still in control and that you can stop at any time, when in fact, the drug has already taken over control. It's the devil in disguise. It will tell you that it is not as bad as the prevention tells you, that you will be the one guy that manages to deal with it without getting addicted. And you will believe it for some time. When you see what really happens, it will already be too. Road back is very long and hard. It is a battle that will take many years and you'll lose so many things, like jobs, friends, money, not on anymore, but in substitution with morphine, and I'm planning to stop this in summer. with tampering down and then kicking it for the wall of text. It escalated quickly and got out of hand, just like with the drug. I just wanted to write, heroin, as a joke, but then I thought, it's maybe better to tell you the truth about it.
Putting on new socks.
My wife scratching my head while snuggling after a long hot shower. Followed by making love, where both partners are satisfied.
Sleeping with a baby on your chest.
When pain goes away.
Being single, financially independent with zero ex-related issues, growing heart.
Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be thinking of things that aren't because I guess is overrated or something, but seriously. Raw dog. Being balls deep in. There is no way these other things you guys are coming up with are really better in terms of pure, not to say that I would choose over all those other great things given the choice. But just in terms of pure, there's just no beating good PIV without a condom.
Was the head scratcher GF. He seemed to enjoy it, and I enjoyed running my fingers through his lovely thick hair. Wins all around.
I do this to the guy I'm seeing while we're lying in bed. I scratch or rub his back while we watch a film etc. and then scratch his head while we're settling down to sleep. He never says anything about it, but I really hope he feels like this in those moments.
Not while working but when relaxing. I've straight up knocked out in the weirdest positions because of this.
And to then realize that it was a logical solution in your dream world and it's not really a solution in the real world, or you have already forgotten what it.
I would gladly get a stomachache just to feel that sweet release.
I was pretty bloated the other day. I ate a bunch of the night before and I felt like dog. Right as I started to judge myself in the mirror, I blasted right off and immediately started to feel better. Luckily I wasn't around anybody.
Freshly shaved in clean bedsheets, knowing you are off tomorrow, smiling face.
Add some freshly laundered sheets, and a recent shower. I think there is a special section of heaven with just that sensation.
When the person next to you wants to tell you all about this business opportunity that's not a pyramid scheme, it's multi-level marketing.
Cannot relate.
I was invited to a longtime friend's wedding 6 months ago. I consider us close friends, but when he called me out during his thank you speech and said I was a role model and best friend, I nearly burst into tears. He is the only person I knew from my teenage years, except my wife, and I consider him very close, almost a brother, but never knew how he felt towards me. That feeling will last a lifetime. I am so happy he considers me a friend.
Being loved sincerely, truly, without romance or components is pretty awesome too. Ask any parent.
Sometimes, I feel like I'll never get this. I just can't imagine it. Like out of everyone in the world, a woman actually loving me and wanting to be with me. I feel like I'm just not that guy.
I know it's weird, but I used to set alarms for 2 to 3 hours before I needed to get up just so I could fall asleep again.
My wife and I make it a point to do this a little every night at a minimum. I really like that time. Honestly deflates a lot of feelings that weren't important. Stress from the day, tiff we had, concerns about the next day.
I'm like 10 minutes away from this very experience. It never gets old.
The older I get, the better this is.
It's okay. I knew my GF wasn't pregnant because I took a morning after pill.
I hope this blows up, cause man, this is the truth.
The first one just happened to me this weekend after crushing on her for months. I'm over the moon.
My boss makes $1. I make a dime. That's why I on company time.
If they don't let you at work, you need to report them for labor violations, my friend. That is if you live in a country that has labor laws.
I saw that movie.
Yup, inside this guy's wife is tops.
How are cream pies so low on this list in askmen? I haven't experienced a better physical feeling. Emotionally it's up there to when you care about the person. This blows my mind. It's better x20 when your triggers hers or vice versa.
That in.
Also, from a female's perspective, your guy finishing inside is the best feeling ever.
Thanks for sharing, man. I tried it once with a girl I was trying to bang. She shot me up and gave me too much and I blacked out. I woke up covered in sweat and puked for the next 24 hours. I never got that euphoric feeling and I'm thankful for that every day. But seeing what happened to her going forward from that was what scared me away from it. She was completely willing to hook a stranger on just so I'd buy her a fix. I've been in recovery programs and it's a dark existence. I hope you find your way off of morphine soon. Sobriety after a long hard road of substance abuse is the best feeling for me now.
I have never tried and don't plan on it, but I've always wondered what the experience is like since they say it is the most addictive drug of them all. You described it beautifully, as weird as that might sound. Thanks for the honest explanation. And good luck getting 100% clean. Kudos.
Bruh, like I know this question is bait, but for real the first time I had my in a without a condom was like I just entered a new realm. Literally nothing has ever come close to the pure physical pleasure I felt. It's almost like my body is programmed to make one thing feel better than everything else possibly ever could.